Nice job.
And then we'll pick away at them throughout the summer. They'll come and go, and usually by the time fall rolls around is when the yellowfins are here. The best and the most consistent, although they do typically switch over to more of a nighttime chunking bite.
Nice. Nothing wrong with that. You know, we're going to eyeball these things. You know, we're going to put some in a cooler and fly them home.
This is the perfect eating size.
Do I have to write my name on this?
Airmail back to Florida. Nice job, Joey. Keep finding those school
Absolutely.
fish.
Keep us on them.
Seems like you stay ahead of that warmer water.
It's all on the warm side of the break there.
Yeah, I can think of no other place I'd rather be here in mid-October than the Jersey Canyon. It's cold.
Well, wait till tonight.
The last couple hours of our day are primarily spent trying to figure out where we're going to spend the night. We typically like to spend the night right on 100 fathoms when at all possible.
Things look good around the Wilmington. We had our shots and we caught yellowfin tuna out there, and we did have a temperature break, so there was really no question that that's where we were going to set up for our night deal.
So what a beautiful night, huh?
I mean, if it is far out off of Jersey in October, I would say so.
Gorgeous lake wind. Well, we pulled in the trolling spread, and we're going to deploy a mix tonight of some sword rigs, a couple shark rigs, a couple tuna rigs, and see what comes around. We'll probably set out our shark rigs first, put them out pretty far, then we'll set some tuna lines out, and then we'll put a couple sword baits straight down at a couple different depths and see which species comes knocking first.
Yeah, I just think that the reason we're going to hang out here tonight and actually do the chunking part after putting in a full day troll is because you really don't want to go home.
Well, then there's that, yes. Well, when you come this far, you know, it's nice to get your money's worth.
Darkness falls over the Wilmington Canyon and the apex predators come out to play. It's all next. We're night chunking for tuna and soaking baits for sharks and swordfish in the Wilmington Canyon some 72 miles off Avalon, New Jersey. I'm fishing with Trey Ryan and crew aboard his boat, Low Profile.
Here you are coming off the excitement of really a great day of catching yellowfin tuna in a canyon. And all of a sudden now it's like shifting into a second gear. The excitement level starts to come up again for the nighttime bite. You get very little sleep on these trips, but it's all in the name of fishing, and I couldn't wait for us to get situated at night and just to see what was going to be out here.
It didn't take too long till some sharks started to show up. We were marking some on the sounder and getting a couple runoffs here and there. And sure enough, there goes one. We were hooked up solid to a pretty big blue shark, and George grabbed the rod on that one.
And sure enough, one of the rods went off. There was a shark rod, and I grab it. Turns out to be a blue shark.
Come back up, start to see a little bit of color down below.
To see this shark come up from the dark waters out there at night,
here he comes.
Really a remarkable fish when you
bait.
look at it. Just the blues on that thing and the long pec fins. It really amazes me from the sheer beauty standpoint, and especially to see that contrast at night.
Here he is, on the top.
They're a lot of fun. You know, they provide action when the tuna are slow, or when you don't have a sword on it. You know, they can be a lot of fun. You know, they can put up a pretty good fight, and they get pretty big here. You know, they get up to 200-300 pounds. And 200-300 pound anything's usually going to put up quite a tussle.
Good little workout. First can stay busy out here in these canyons.
Yeah, another blue shark to your credit. That one gave you a little tussle, huh?
Well, the thing is, you don't know whether you know, at least when that rod first goes off, whether it's going to be whatever on it.
Yeah, no, it could be anything. You got to fight it.
George, you got a Mako?
Got a Mako. Got it. Coming up to the top right here. Here he comes. So that little Mako there, guys. Look at this, huh?
And fortunately, it was my rod that went down. We had a Mako shark. Beautiful shark. To see the electric blues in this fish, just the pointy snout and just the teeth is really mesmerizing. It's just an unbelievable top predator here.
Makos can be extremely exciting. Oftentimes they'll jump. They're very powerful. A lot of times they'll come to the boat and you'll feed them right at the boat. In a lot of ways, it's similar to a blue marlin. You know, you'll see your fish, you'll hook your fish, he'll jump, he'll go crazy. You know, makos are a pretty exciting fish to catch. They're also pretty dangerous. You need to be careful with them.
I was just so taken by this fish that I passed the rod off to Trey. I had to get my still shot camera. So I moved out there to take several good shots that I would have on file, and whether or not I wanted to use them for a future article in Saltwater Sportsman or not, I would have them. But I just had to take that moment out.
Oh, nice.
And just take some great pictures of this great top shelf predator.
Thank you. All right. Oh, and that made it worthwhile, huh? I get some shots for the album. Okay, Trey, coming in for you, buddy. Let's send this guy home, huh?
And we were all debating whether to let this fish go or harvest him, as we like to say. And we decided, even though he was well past legal, to let this fish go. And
all right, get going. There he goes, Trey. All right, nice job. Excellent, excellent, huh? Super.
More predators are lurking in the dark waters over the Wilmington Canyon. We hook up again right after the break.
George Poveromo's World of Saltwater Fishing is brought to you by Penn, the biggest name in fishing. Suffix, the world's most hardcore fishing line. Williamson Lures, world-class saltwater fishing tackle. King Sailfish, the undisputed leader in catch and release mounts.
Is the harvesting size?
We'll find out, won't we? Take a look at this fish.
Another mako shark is hooked over the Wilmington Canyon, 72 miles off Avalon, New Jersey. I'm fishing with Trey Ryan and crew aboard the sport fishing boat, Low Profile.
Look at that snout on that fish, teeth, colors. Not bad, huh?
we'd had a nice mako in the spread for about 15 minutes. Finally got him hooked up real solid.
And I could see at this point in time when it comes up into the lights that it's a good sized mako shark.
You like these things, don't you?
Oh, a lot of fun. A ton of fun. There he goes again. We can make a little run on him. At least keep him warmed up, huh?
And I'm thinking about, all right, great, you know, it's a great blitz. Let's go ahead and we'll turn this one free. And I sort of hear Joe.
Well, it's coming towards the lean season. I need to eat, boys.
We already released one tonight. These things are pretty good eating.
And what are you trying to tell me?
I'm getting a lot of lobbying from the crew back here.
You know, I had my clippers ready to do the release thing, and meanwhile I had the crew, you know, whispering in my ear, so to speak, that boy, that thing would taste pretty good on the dinner plate tonight.
Let's get the gaff in them.
All right, well, I'll tell you, your boat, your crew, and the whole bit. If I get some of these take home Tuesdays.
Oh, absolutely. I say we take him.
I said, all right, Joe, let's go ahead and take this one for the boat. He moved over there. I would say move would probably not the right word. He ran over there with that fly gaff before I changed my mind, stuck the fish, and before I knew it, there was a second gaff in the fish, and that crew was happy. They knew we were going to have some fresh mako sharks.
Mako my day.
And we moved it around. We pulled it inside the door, slid it in, and when the fish actually came to transom, is when we realized that was a lot bigger than what we thought it was in the water. And once you saw the size of the fish, and especially when we lifted the fish up and you felt the weight, that fish was every bit of about a good 150 or so pounds. It was quite the catch.
Yeah, it was just a real fun moment. You know, anytime you can boat a nice quality fish like that, that's a good night.
My canyon trip, I would have to rate that as exceptional. I think the trip really illustrates the great fishing that is found in these canyons off the Northeast. And it amazes me when so many people book fishing trips elsewhere, down south or throughout the Caribbean, when in reality, some of the greatest tuna fishing and mako shark fishing can be found in the canyons off the Northeast. You would tend to think that if people knew more about it, they would start booking fishing trips in the opposite direction and go north. But I think the locals that fish these canyons would rather have it that way and have all that great fishing all to themselves. And who am I to tell them differently?
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. George Poveromo relives his exciting canyon fishing trip in his column at ESPNOutdoors.com.